Let's talk about the action that we witnessed on Dalal Street for today, and it was a roller coaster ride. We plunged to our lowest level since December 28th, but managed to recover by the day's close. So by the end of the day, we still faced quite a bit of resistance at that 5900 level, 5887 for the Nifty, and the Sensex lower by 30 points. For the broader markets, it was this mid-cap index which did manage to see a good leg up, but the small-cap index still continued to remain in the red. In terms of sectoral movers, well, at one point they were all in the red, but by the end of the day, it was only oil and gas as well as IT which were down and out. But you had the auto index as well as the whole banking index which managed to see a flicker of green. Some of the big losers for today, you had Dr. Reddy's, Ken India, the likes of Grasim Industries, as well as the DLF for some of the stocks which took a big beating. Jet Airways was the star for the day. Of course, we will be expecting the deal with Etihad to be announced this weekend. The due diligence report will be presented to the Etihad board, where they will approve a proposal of 24% stake sale, and they will be signing that definitive agreement to secure and they will be securing that necessary approval from the FIPB as well as the regulatory agencies. The sugar basket today also sweetened, so the likes of Balrampur, Sri Renuka, Triveni Engineering, as well as the Bajaj Hindustan, as the new food minister said, that partial sugar decontrol decision will be likely within the next 15 days, which is a big positive for some of these companies. United Breweries gained good traction as the company clarified on the Kingfisher lenders issue, saying that no shares will be pledged with the lenders for the KFA loan, and they will also be using the proceeds of the Diageo deal to reduce the Kingfisher loans. The counter up by 4%. You had Puravankara, which was up in the session, as the board has approved the issuance of 4.5 crore equity shares under institutional private placement, and they have said that the issuance of the shares will be meeting the public shareholding norms. Some of the index gainers, then you had Tata Motors despite a negative set of numbers, IDFC, Bharti Airtel as well as GAIL, which featured on the gainers charts. How did the markets pan out for this week? Remember, heavy in terms of earnings, macroeconomic data. Well, after all the give and take, the Nifty was down by close to 0.2%. The Sensex exceedingly flat. The mid-cap index shaved off 1.9%. And take a look at the carnage that you witnessed for the small-cap index, 3.7% off. In terms of sectoral movers, you had the likes of, in terms of individual stocks, it was Tata Motors, which gained a good 6.5%. Sun Pharma and HDFC Bank were some of the other gainers. Losers included the likes of Siemens, that was smashed by 7.5%. DLF was a big underperformer, as was JSPL and Maruti. The real estate index, remember, was very volatile, so for the week, down by 5.6%, as was metals. On the upside, though, the Bank Nifty managed to gain a bit of traction, so up by 0.3%. Similar was the case with the auto pack.